Alright everybody, welcome back. This is a continuation of the Hearthstone tutorial and basics. We're going to finish unlocking all of the heroes. So in the previous video, I kind of slammed through the tutorial, did a little basic talk about the game and building decks a little bit initially. And so we're going to pick up where we left off. We currently have unlocked the Mage, Hunter, Warrior, and we just unlocked the Shaman. So, just a reminder, in these videos I'm going to try to just use the cards that you actually unlock. I did get a random pack from having the Diablo 3 Collector's Edition, but I'm not going to use those cards. So, let's jump back in on the Shaman. We're going to build our Shaman deck here. Just going to put all the cards in. And then, just like everything else, jump in here, get our Stormwind, Boulder Fist, Storm Pike, Sinjin. We'll go with the Yeti, Cleric, Novice, and Elven. And we got 4 cards left, and we're looking pretty decent on the curve. Could pick up 2s, 3s, or 4s, whichever we want. So we'll pick up a... Nah. Let's go for some 3s. Let's get some spell damage in there. And let's see... 4 point, we'll get the Gnomish. Alright. Name it. Shaman. Alright. So we're going to use our Shaman deck. We're going to fight the Druid.
Thrall versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
For Doomhammer.
Alright, so here we go again. Let's see. This isn't a bad card. We definitely want to get rid of the Ogre. Get rid of Ancestral Healing. This is one of those kind of like emergency oh-no cards again that I like to get rid of in the beginning. We need more low-cost minions. Shaman can kind of put out some minions, like you saw in the previous video, but they're not super reliable, so I am going to keep the Rockbiter just in case, I think. So, let's see what we get. Okay. It's not terrible. Okay, so the Druid hero ability is called Shapeshift, and it gives him +1 attack this turn, and it gives him +1 armor. So he only has the attack power for that turn, so if he doesn't use it on something, it just goes away. But the armor stays. It's only 1 armor, but it stays. So what we want to do is, let's see, we could coin out the Engineer on the first turn. I don't really want to do that though. I want to keep everything so I have options. Plus we're sitting on 6 cards and he's sitting on 3 right now, so it's not a bad place to be. And he didn't put anything on the board, so that ain't bad. So we're going to go ahead and put the Engineer out.
I hope you like my invention.
So we can draw a card. And there we go. Okay, we could put this card out, but like I said, we'd like to use that battle cry to buff something, so I think we're just going to use the hero power. And summon a totem. He's probably going to attack it again, but we'll see. once again, for those of you on Twitch, I am checking the chat, so if you got questions or comments, let me know. Alright, 4 points, we're going to put out Sinjin. Why? Because he's beefy. He's got 5 health, so he's going to have to do something major to get rid of him. And that's what we want, is something that will stick to the board.
What you looking at?
Okay. Well, that is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't know that we could deal with it. We could. I guess we're gonna have to. So what we're gonna do is we're probably just gonna play both rock glider weapons onto him. So he's a 6, 9. It's kind of sad. I wish we didn't have to do it, but that 8-9 is really threatening. And we'll save this again, and we'll go ahead and, you know what, I think we'll coin out. We're gonna coin out the Yeti. And get ourselves another threat on the board. We're in a pretty good spot, though.
One shot, one kill.
What you looking at?
Really? Another one? Okay, so what we can do here... Let's see, we could play some Shattered Sun Clerics and try to get some damage onto him. We could use the totem and try to get a taunt totem. We could give our Yeti taunt. That's a possibility. Let's see, 6, that won't do it. Not sure what we should do here. We should definitely get rid of that Yeti. You can only have 2 of each card in a constructed deck, so that was both his Yetis. So if we get rid of both his Yetis, we know they're gone, and he can't put another one down on us. And it's kind of bad, but I think what I'm going to do is...
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Boost the Yeti.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
2 times. And that way I can do... that. And then I'm going to cast Ancestral Healing.
Job's done.
So now we have a 6/7 with taunt, which he can kill on the next turn, but he's got to use his Yeti to do it. Okay, so what do we do here? We could do 3 damage with the Stormpike Commando and the Elven Archer. And then we could just do 6 and 1. It's probably the best thing we could do right now. Let's see what we get from the totem. A taunt totem. Yeah, I think we're just gonna
Push forward. Push forward.
One shot, one
I am master of magic.
Job's done.
Those are terrible, terrible trades that make me sad, but we have 3 things on the board. He has 1 card and nothing on the board, so... Really? Just stop. Stop! Okay, so we will Stormpike Commando for 2 damage.
I've got a huge card.
We will Frost Shock 2 damage. And then we will trade our Elven Archer
I'll give it a shot.
for his Core Hound. You'll summon a totem. We've got the healing totem, which is cool, because that's going to heal our taunt.
Vaporization commencing.
Do 1 damage there.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Okay, so we can actually Frost Shock this, or we can Frost Shock him. I think we're gonna Frost Shock him. Oh wait, we're gonna see what totem we get first, because we might get the spell damage totem. And we did. So now we'll do 3 damage. Cool, and we'll just leave that there, and we're gonna go ahead and, I wouldn't normally do this, but we're gonna put Wind Fury on this guy. So that'll let him attack twice, because this whole game has been pretty damageless.
Vaporization commencing.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
For Najata.
Oh, come on. If he's gonna keep attacking this guy, I need to give this guy some damage. Okay, so let's see what totem we get, and
I can't do that.
1 shot, 1 kill.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Vaporization commencing.
Job's done.
we really should be clearing his board, but we're both down to what's called top decking, which is where neither one of you have cards, and you're just constantly drawing the top card of your deck and trying to see, hey, who's gonna get the better cards? Because I actually don't have a lot out on the board right now.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Yep, so he did a good job clearing me out right there. So what I'm gonna do is drop another totem. Got the taunt totem. I'm gonna take out that character. And hit him in
I'll
the
give it a
face.
shot.
I'm getting wrecked by the computer druid. Yeah, I'm totally getting destroyed. Let's see.
Behold the might of Stormwind. The gates are open.
There we go.
For the Alliance!
Should have done that the other way around, but that's okay. He's getting the better top decks than I am. There we go. Give me me some card draw.
Job's done.
Gross. I'm gonna lose to the computer. Oh, here we go.
Hey, give me a minute.
Oh, come on. Don't have a magical attack ability. Really? Alright, more card draw.
Pass me that Arclight spanner.
Job's done.
Well, it all depends on what he gets next. Alright. I think I win. Yes, I win this turn. Alright, I didn't lose to the computer. But as you can see, it can be rough sometimes. So, what I'm gonna do is give Wind Fury to the Ogre.
Hey, give me a minute.
That was too close for comfort. Down to 2 health.
I must protect the wild.
Alright, unlocked the Druid and got Bloodlust. Alright, so let's go back to our Shaman deck. Swap out something for... Let's see, let's go ahead. Let's get rid of this Ancestral Healing. Get Bloodlust. Alright, we're gonna make our Druid deck. Go ahead and name it. Raven's Druid. And here we go. Solid tip drop. And yep. So this will be our deck going forward. Just the standard stuff pretty much. We don't have anything fancy right now. Alright. Let's go back. And now with our Druid, it's time to tackle the Priest.
Malfurion versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Alright, we're going first. So there's a combo we can do here to get really ramped up really fast, but it's going to leave us with not a lot of cards to play with. I wouldn't recommend this hand starting off at all, but I'm going to do it just so you can see something different. We're going to get rid of Mark of the Wild. We're going to keep these. We got more Wild Growth. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Innervate. This will give us 2 mana crystals. And then we're going to play Wild Growth, which gives us
Job's
an
done.
extra mana crystal permanently. So now we're at 2 mana. It's probably a really bad idea, but you know, whatever. And then for our turn 2, which we have 3 mana for, we're going to play Wild Growth again.
Job's done.
So this puts us at 4 mana. Oh, the priest's ability is that he can restore 2 health to something. It could be him, his guys, your guys, you, whoever he wants.
What you want?
So we're sitting here on basically what is turn 2? Turn 3 for us with 5 mana. So we want to get some more cards back now. We did this, it's called ramping up, like getting a bunch of mana early on. So we're going to play the Gnomish Inventor to draw another card.
Pass me that Arclight spanner.
And we'll play her too to get something on the board.
One shot, one kill.
Job done.
There's 2 reasons I attacked him instead of him. 1, I can kill this with this unless he does something to it. And 2, the computer has a tendency to want to heal itself when it's damaged. Even though you wouldn't get the full benefit of 2 points of healing. And here we are. We could play the Boulder Fist, and what's he gonna do to it, you know? Yeah.
What you looking at?
And we will take out
Hey,
his
give me a
taunt
minute.
guy. So we're definitely gonna play this.
I've got a huge gun.
Take out his raptor. We'll take this guy down. And then we will armor up and get our 1 damage. We'll do that
For
1
the
damage to
wild.
him.
Job's done.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Alright, so he's got a taunt up, so probably the best thing we could do is we could give this guy 2/2 and taunt. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Give him 2/2 and taunt. So that means we can attack here and he'll live. And then we get to put 6 points of damage on him. And I think we'll play it safe. We'll hang on to our cards.
For the wild.
We don't want to put 2 taunts out. If you have 2 taunts out, it's essentially like they don't have taunt for each other. You can choose whichever taunt you want to attack first. So we'll leave him here to make sure they gotta take this guy out, and then we'll keep this guy in case we need to do 2 damage or something he puts down. As you can see, he's got 5 mana, we've got 8, so that little ramp up basically means we can play whatever cards we want right off the bat.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
See, that's one of those situations where, you know, he had to play something that, you know, obviously wasn't the best choice for him. But now we kept our commando, so we can drop our commando.
I've got a huge gun.
And now he's got nothing.
I'm ready.
Got all this damage to the face.
For the wild. Job's done.
And that is game. So he healed himself because I would have killed him, but I just got Mark of the Wild, so I can give him a +2/+2. And taunt. And now we got 12 damage.
Ready.
There you go, we beat the druid. Or not the druid, we beat the priest with the druid.
The light shall bring victory.
And unlock the priest. And we got Starfire. Hop back out. Gonna modify our druid to get Starfire in here. 6-point card, so I think we could take one of these 4-point cards out. Take the Yeti, the Gnome. We want to keep the Gnome in, especially if we do the ramp up stuff. Or we could take out one of these other spells. I think what we'll do is we'll take out one Innervate, and we'll take out one Wild Growth. That way we still have them there, you know, to try out. And then we'll put Starfire in. Okay. We're going to build our Priest. Same deal. I'm actually going to pick the... No. I'll stick to what I've been doing here. I know it's kind of boring, and these cards, they're not necessarily the most exciting of cards, but they're all really solid cards, and they're good for progressing and getting yourself to the point where you can get new cards. Got 2 cards left, and we need a 3-drop. Drop is just a term that means, people say 3-drop, 2-drop, 4-drop. It just means you can drop it onto the table for 3 mana. So we're gonna grab... we'll grab a Razorfin just to change it up. Alright, so here's the deck. Priest. Now it's time to take our priest and take down the rogue.
Anduin versus Valera.
Watch your back.
The light shall bring victory.
Alright, this is actually a pretty good start. I mean, like I said, you don't want to usually play the Elven Archer right off the bat, but, you know, if we need to, she's there. And we got a nice 2-drop and a 3-drop. So we'll keep it. And we are going first. Okay, so the rogue ability, it's called Dagger Mastery, and it gives the rogue a 1/2 dagger. So basically it gives it a weapon, which you saw the warrior using before. And that weapon will allow her to attack for 1 damage, and it has 2 durability, meaning she can attack twice with it. But she can still only attack once per turn unless she has something like Wind Fury or something like that. So we could bait her out with this card, deal 1 damage, and then she'd armor up, or not armor up, but use Dagger Mastery and take out that card, but we're gonna save it.
One shot, one.
Okay, and we're gonna drop a Crocolisk. Okay. She returned it to our hand, so we're just gonna put it back down. But we're also gonna play our archer.
One shot, one.
And we're gonna kill her archer. Okay, she's using the coin. What's she gonna use it on?
For action!
Okay, a taunt. And a dagger. She's probably gonna attack our archer. No. Oh, okay. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. And then we're gonna heal it. And then we're going to put another one out.
Job's done.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
So she keeps attacking our minions, but she's also taking the damage that they do as well, so... And I think the smart thing to do is to play Sinja in here. We could put both of these out, but, you know, putting him up for defense
Dingo!
is a good idea. And could actually play Holy Smite. But we won't. We'll keep it. So we're gonna go all through the base. So we're just going to maintain control of the board here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to heal him. Trade for that, and we got 4 points left. So I think what we'll do is we'll play the
Don't mess with Tusk.
boar, and we're going to give the boar some extra
done.
health. Just so it stays on the table. Okay, so we will play the Stormwind Champion right off the bat.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
So now she's got to deal with it.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
She did not deal with it, so... Okay, so this Shadow Word Pain lets us destroy a minion with 3 or less attacks, so we're going to use that on there. And then we can take out the dragon, heal our pig. That gives us 4 left, so we can put some more stuff on the board here.
I hope you like my invention.
Now, if you're going to play a card that lets you draw a card, you generally want to try to play that card first. It just wasn't a big deal right now, so I didn't bother with it. But I should have played her first in case I got a better card that I could have done something with instead of the River Crocolisk. And now 6 to the face.
Locked and loaded.
I'm pretty sure this is game. Yeah. This is game.
For the Alliance!
Watch your back.
Unlock the Rogue. And we got Divine Spirit. Hop back out. Edit the Priest. Go ahead and we're going to swap in Divine Spirit for something. I think, let's see. I think we'll try getting rid of 1 champion and 1 ogre. And add in Divine Spirit. Because we don't usually play a whole bunch of large minions against the computer right now, so... Alright, and then we gotta make our rogue deck. cards left. We need another 3-drop. Let's see. We'll get the Dalaran Mage, and the reason for this is the Rogue does have spells like Backstab, deal 2 damage to an undamaged minion. If we have the Mage out, that'll put 3 damage instead. And then we can kind of choose whatever we want, so I'm going to get the Inventor for some more card draw. Oh! Gotta name it. Grievance Rogue. Alright. It's time to put our rogue up against the paladin.
Valera versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Watch your back.
Okay, so this isn't terrible. We got card draw in here, so I think we'll keep it. Okay. So he put a weapon out right away. So I think we're going to go ahead and play the Elven Archer. And the reason is he'll probably waste 1 durability of his weapon to kill it, and that's fine.
One shot, one kill.
That's 1 less durability he can use against something we actually care about. And he didn't use it, so...
Reporting for duty.
Okay. We could play the Novice Engineer. But I think what we'll do is we'll dagger out. And we will
Here we
attack
go.
him. And then
I'll give it a
attack
shot.
him. So we keep our minion on the board. Granted, he can take it out with his weapon, but we keep our minion on the board. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Apparently he just wants to do all the damage to my base. Okay, so we can... Got 3, so I think we're gonna play
One
this.
shot, one
Take out his guy, and then we're gonna play the Engineer.
I hope you like my invention.
Draw a card.
I'll give it a shot.
And we're not gonna attack here, because if we attack here, we don't have that attack for the next turn, and it's gonna cost us 2 mana to equip another dagger. So we wanna, you know, make sure we have mana available for whatever we wanna use, which would probably be Yeti, and still have the flexibility to kill something that he puts out. So we're just gonna hang on to this attack that we have, this weapon, for now.
Locked and loaded.
Okay, so I think we're going to put the Yeti out. And we're going to get rid of...
Oh, if you're sure.
Here we go.
We're going to get rid of that so he doesn't have a lot of options to get rid of our Yeti.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
That's probably the dumbest thing he can do, is just to repeatedly attack this for 1 damage every time. So now we're gonna put our Shinjin out, or Sinjin,
Tadingo!
and I think we're gonna, we could take this out. We should probably take this out.
I've got a huge
It's too perfect. But it's a good trade. It's a good trade. Because now we could play our commando
I've got a huge gun.
to kill his commando.
Jammer.
the king!
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so we'll play this.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Give our guys some buffs here. We've got 9 damage. Right there.
I'm ready.
And we could actually... I'm just gonna go ahead. We'll coin out Sinister Strike, which will do 3 damage.
Job's done.
So he's got to do something amazing for us not to kill him on the next turn.
The gates are open.
Well, that'll do it. And that'll do it. I should have... It's my mistake, but I should have saved that Sinister Strike and put these 2 guys out before I used it. But either way,
I'm ready.
he's dead.
For the Alliance.
And then we just dagger up
Here we
and
go.
attack him.
I will fight with honor.
Unlocked the Paladin and got Assassin's Blade, which is a weapon. So you guys are getting the hang of this, like, we're using the same cards over and over again, so there's not a lot of diversity in the games right now because we're unlocking each hero. And, you know, we're not getting a lot of new hero cards, but I'll show you here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and hop into our collection, our rogue, and we're going to go ahead and drop 1 Boulder and 1 Stormwind, and get those 2 Assassin's Blades. Okay. We're going to build our Paladin. I forgot to mention the Paladin's special ability, and I'm sorry. 2 mana, and he summons a 1/1 creature. Which you will see when we play. And we got 4 cards left, and we need some 3s. So we'll get a Raid Leader, and we can get a 2 or a 3. I think we'll get that River Crocodile. Name it. Grievance Paladin. And our Paladin is going up against the Warlock. Last one we've got to unlock. Like I said, you guys, I am looking at chat, so if you guys have any questions, comments, let me know. Our Warlock is not going to have a hero to unlock, so if you guys let me know what hero
Valera versus Gul'dan.
you want me to fight with the Warlock,
Soul shall be
then I'll fight that one.
Watch
Otherwise, I'll just pick one at
your
random. So,
back.
if you want to see me fight a particular hero with the Warlock, just throw it in chat, and we'll do that next. And I picked the wrong hero. That's my mistake. Oh. I totally quit the game, I'm sorry. I'll bring it back up.
Warm your frozen boots by the fire.
Alright. Sorry about that. Okay, so back to solo adventures. We're gonna take the Paladin and fight Warlock.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, so pretty much we want to get rid of all of these. These are situational cards, and this is a high cost minion, so we want to get some low stuff in our hands, so we're just going to get rid of everything. And there you go. We got ourselves some good stuff here. So we're going to play the weapon. So that equips it to us, and we'll go ahead and we'll take
For
one free
justice.
damage. Now the Warlock ability.
Why do you call?
The Warlock can life tap, and that lets them draw a card and take 2 damage. So they can draw an extra card every turn at the cost of 2 health. We're going to go ahead and play
I hope you like my
the
invention.
Engineer, get some more card draw. We're going to go ahead and put
justice.
1 damage on him.
Job done.
The reason for that is if he doesn't kill our Engineer, we can buff it and kill his taunt. But he can. So we're going to put down our Crocolisk. We're going
For
to
justice.
attack here. And then we're going to use our Elven Archer
One shot,
to kill this.
Why do you call?
Alright, so he's got another taunt out. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna
For justice.
put 1 damage on. We're going to play this to buff
We must
our
cleanse the
Archer.
Sunwell.
Or we could buff him. We'll buff the Archer.
I'll
Then take
give it
out
a
the
shot.
taunt with the Archer. This to the face. We're gonna play our weapon again.
Job's done.
And that'll be it. Now we're sitting here with 2 7-cost cards, so we don't have a lot of flexibility right now. Okay, so let's talk about Divine Shield real quick. So Divine Shield just lets a minion, it basically makes them immune to the first time it would take damage. So we could play Divine Shield onto our Archer,
I'll
and
give it
then
a shot.
we can take out that minion and it stays alive. So we don't have much to do with our mana, so we're gonna summon a we're gonna reinforce and get our 1/1.
Reporting for duty.
So we got a little 1/1 creature, and then we're gonna go to the face.
For justice.
Job done. I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Sorry about that. That's a bad sign with a Warlock because they have a lot of damaging spells as well. So spell power on them is something that's really annoying to deal with. So
Tadingo.
we're gonna put out Sinjin, get ourselves
Reporting for
another
duty.
1/1, and then I think we should probably trade these, but I'm gonna wait a turn and see what happens because on the next turn I can put out the Stormwind Champion and give all my other minions +1/+1, which could be a big deal. So for
The
now,
battle.
we'll wait.
Give it a shot.
We'll see what happens.
For justice.
Job done.
He's got 2 pretty big hitters on the board now. But he didn't kill anything, so we're gonna do this.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
And now we have got 6, 8, 14 damage. 15 if you count the weapon, so that's game.
The battle. The battle.
I'll give it a shot.
Alright, so we beat a quest, unlocked every hero, it gave us 100 gold,
Your soul shall be mine.
and we unlocked the Warlock. and we unlocked the better weapon for the paladin, in my opinion.
You've unlocked expert level opponents, but they won't go easy on you.
Alright, so we're gonna hop back.
You've got enough gold to buy an expert pack. Head to the store.
And we're going to add in our paladin card here. We'll just go ahead and do the same thing here. Take out one of each big guy. Add that in. And then we're going to build our warlock deck real fast. So you guys will have that.
I can help you with that. Here are some suggestions.
I missed a cleric. There we go. So we got 4 cards left. Looking pretty solid. Can probably take another 5 card if we wanted. Let's see. Let's take the Berserker. And take another 2-cost card. Get another. Let's do the Voodoo Doctor. Because restoring 2 health, that means we can use our hero ability and get the health back. Grievance Warlock. So now, when you get to this point, you've unlocked play, you've unlocked the arena, you've unlocked expert mode for the solo adventures and stuff like that, and you also have a guaranteed 100 gold from unlocking all the heroes. So, at this point, a couple words of advice: don't play the arena. At this point, do not play the arena. And if you want to mess around in play mode, that's fine, but you don't have a lot of cards right now, and you want to. Your next objective should be to unlock all of the basic cards for each hero. So, if you go in here, if we click on crafting mode, you'll see this will show me all the cards that I don't have, that I'm missing. And all of these cards, none of these cards are basic cards. There's a full set of basic cards that you get with each hero, and the way that you do that is if you look here on your quest log, like I said in the previous video, every even numbered level that you reach, up to level 10, you'll unlock a new card. You'll get 2 copies of the card. So, just like we have been, when we hit level 2 on the Druid, we got Starfighter. When we hit level 4, we'll get a different card. Level 6, level 8, and level 10. So when you get to this point, you really want to just take the time to unlock all of the basic cards on your heroes. And you can do that on normal, or you can do it on expert if you want to challenge. I recommend just doing it on normal to get done with it. And just to unlock those cards. Now you can save up your gold if you want, but at this point, you know, I've been playing for 2.5, almost 3 hours to get through everything. So I think it's nice to go ahead and reward yourself, so I'm going to go to the shop. I'm just going to go ahead and click on 1 pack and buy it for 1 gold. Okay. And then, so now here in open packs, I've got a new pack. Drag it over. These are some really awesome cards. I gotta tell you, like, all these cards are really fantastic and a lot of fun. So this was just an awesome first pack to get. So that's going to be it for this video. In the future videos, I will be taking the time to go through each champion, or each hero, and we're going to level it up to level 10. And then we're going to take a look at the deck that you can build with that basic set of cards. And then from there, I'll probably switch over to my account where I have my, my cards and everything that I've purchased and things like that, and we'll look at some strange decks and things like that. Also coming up in December, when the expansion for Hearthstone comes out, which is called Goblins versus Gnomes, or Gnomes versus Goblins, I can't remember which way. I'm going to be purchasing, if you look in the shop, you've got the 40 packs for 50 bucks. I'm going to be picking that up as soon as the expansion comes out. I'm going to be doing a video of opening all those packs so you guys can see some of the cards, see what kind of cards I get if I'm lucky or unlucky, and then from there I'm going to be building decks and playing games and stuff like that. So like I said, when you get to this point, I'll have future videos that you can watch along with, but if you think you're good to go, then what I recommend you doing is unlock all the cards for all the heroes, all the basic cards, spend the gold that you get on some new packs. You need to build up your card collection. And also, if you're going to buy something at the shop, I definitely recommend that you at least one time, get the 40 packs for $49.99, because that will boost your library quite a bit and give you some variety. And also, you are able to craft cards, which I'll do a video on that later on. But just know that crafting cards is an option, and you can Google that or whatever you want, or wait for them to come out. So, for those of you who watched, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next video, hopefully sometime within the next week or so.